Hey, babe. No, but I've been holding it for the past 30 seconds. I'm getting ready to go. My feet. Because I was right in the middle of on my YouTube, and then I was reading some things that I need to know before I go live. A lot of stuff. Yeah, yeah. I set it up. I put the universal background that we use for universal slaves. I put it up there. I put my title, and I explain the title of the. And it says that. Yeah, thank you. And it says that I should be careful because people can you can open yourself up for people to you know get your password and sabotage you. Put things out there that cause you to get shut down. So they say you have to have a two-step. Uh, just don't have your password verification. So I set that up. And so I'm going. I read everything. I set my title up. I set a description of the title for this particular live stream. Yeah. Yes, you did. Once you got me on there where I can kind of read what else is, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Right. All right, thank you. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take off. I'm probably going to come back because it's so much. I don't want to rush. Yeah. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You say doing what is going to take away from the time? Oh yeah, traveling. Mm-hmm. Okay, I got you. Mm. Unless they're especially like for service. For service, you have to have one.
You send that to Tony? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Mm-mm. I'm in the front. I'm in the office. Yeah, I went to the restroom. I just came back and sit down because I had the screen open with the set. I got everything set up now, and see, I think I can. I don't know if I should close it and then just reopen it because I went live, but they won't. It's not going to go live until I set the date. Well, I haven't put anything on there. I haven't recorded anything. Yeah, but I set up my two-step verification. I've set up the landline is the alternative number, and that way it's secure. And I learned about the security things about self. I don't want to give my address or, don't- oh, I see. So now, uh, there was another thing. Well, when Google wants to contact me, they said they need they had already had my number because they right. So they're gonna send me texts, see. So they're either gonna send me a text in order to check to see if it's me whenever something is going on with my account. They have to enter the verification codes. And one of them is if they don't enter the code, then voice or text message default will not let me come in. If I don't enter it, the two-step code, then it's not me. See, there's a two-step code. Hmm. Right. Hmm. Oh yeah, no, no. I automatically see they have it set up where whenever any kind of discrepancy or any type of way, when I go into the account, anybody going into the account is always going to be considered possible discrepancy. So therefore, you have to have a voice or text message default. So what they're going to do is even though I have a password, okay, they're going to automatically send me another thing to my phone, kind of like Apple does. Let me, or, some people we deal with, uh, Apple or the bank, they'll say, we're going to send you a verification code. And if you don't enter that code, it ain't you because it comes on your phone. See, so it comes on my phone. So I have to give them my phone number. And so whenever I'm going on there, right. Now, but yeah, but what they're saying is that in the event that my phone goes down, let's say they try to give me a verification code by contacting my number 213-284-1751, and that phone is dead, stolen, lost, or whatever otherwise, okay, then they're not going to use that phone number to verify me. There, I have to give them a second number that is going to confirm that it's me getting into my account since my phone is lost, stolen, or broke. So therefore, I gave them the landline, okay, because okay, December 31st, New Year's Eve. Here I am. I had so many things on my mind this morning. But getting in touch with the crust of the matter is we are at war. And not knowing what time it is actually prohibiting us from effectively participating in the battle. It is a battle between good and evil. Actually, is the onset of the adversary at hand. Uh, Good is representing the Most High and His Spirit incarnated in these fleshly, earthly vessels. For an expedient description, we calling ourselves human beings in the earth plane, angels in or out of a body. Yes, our ancestors, the angels, do exist. They exist more so than we ever have because we are clothed with the flesh. And there's a great war, a great division, as in known and unknown, knowledge and lacking knowledge of self, who we really are and how we actually exist. And of course, excuse me, who loves us. Who is that? The great one, the most high in excellence, in spirit, and in truth, the one the world seeks and yet can never find. For he always knows who and where we are. And you see, we have no knowledge of who and where he is. I should say, for the most part, most of us is a is a true reality in understanding. We don't know ourselves. Identity, ignorance of self, which is very hard to fight a war and not know who you are. Therefore, you know not what side to fight on. It's just you're always tossed to and fro, guessing what side to take. The key is knowing thyself as you really are and actually exist. Now, there's a great proverb, probably in many of your records or of writings of the ancestors before the elders that we have come to know and have known in a physical as well as spiritual vessel. So there are vessels terrestrial and there are vessels celestial. And therefore we know that we're not alone. We are taught, however, erroneously, that this is all there is and you only live once when you've always lived. You've always had life. Your spirit always existed. You have not existed in the physical vessel always, not in that vessel. I'm going to pause for a moment. Hello? 1 second, babe. I was right in the middle of a stream, and I got my headset on, so we're being recorded. I mean, my conversation. They can't hear you, but they can hear me. So yeah, I'm on a live stream, uh, so I'll have to end the stream or edit it. So you want me to come in there when I'm done? Just give me about maybe 5 minutes. I'm still headed to Costco, but I wanted to leave. I couldn't close it without. Babe, let me tell you let me tell you what let me just update you. Just if you can just listen. I said, let me tell you, you can come in the office, but let me tell you what happened. When I tried to close, it said I would lose all content if I just close it. Right. So I couldn't close right. I want to just make it short and brief and then walk away and then close it. I couldn't close it. Right, but I can't leave it open. I can't leave it open either. So that's why I said I took an extra moment to go ahead and just leave something brief, okay, so I could close it. That's all. Right, right. That's what I was trying to get there. Okay, so that's why I said give me 5 minutes or less because I was right in the middle of in just a little brief something, so I can just close it and then we can review it later. But I can close it. I won't lose everything. I won't lose everything if I go ahead and kind of thank you. Okay, I'll be in there as soon as I'm done. I'll be in there as soon as I'm done. Alrighty, now actually, I was speaking about being at war and not knowing who we're at war with. And basically, it comes down to being at war with the most qualified enemy, ourselves, because the adversary has erroneously erased our identity, our IDs. We don't know who we are, so therefore we're masquerading as ourselves when in actually that self is orchestrated, created, and operated by the adversary. Because without knowledge of self, you cannot actively defend yourself because you don't know who you really are and how you actually exist. Therefore, it is imperative that we know ourselves. Man, know thyself is the first commandment. You cannot be a child of God, an offspring of God, and not know that for a surety. You think, we thought, many have believed that we're something or someone else, as we were taught or programmed to believe. That's why they call it tell lie vision. Tell lie vision. Tell the lie vision. And as we have learned from television who we believe we are, in, in error, we cannot fight the battle to regain our knowledge of self, firstly, and then not destroy one another. As a result of knowing ourselves, we know that when I see myself, I should see you as well because we breathe the same air. In many cases, as family, we breathe in the air in our homes, individually, simultaneously, and then exhale. And then again, inhale. In the same air that provided life for us, as it were, individually, was exhaled and utilized by our kinfolk, our brethren. The lie, the great divide, is concerning this issue called black and white, good and evil. There's just an ignorance of self, a lack of knowledge of who we actually are and how we actually exist. So I'd like to get more into the depths of exactly what has been presented here today to expound upon my understanding that I've been honored and privileged to, to have. It is of the divine nature and spirit of the Most High that I owe all of my understanding, intellect, and wisdom to whatever extent I have come to know myself. I am grateful and thankful, even in the sense where, as when I did not know myself at all. How can I protect myself against harm if I don't know myself? What is harmful to me? To exalt myself above my brethren is harmful to me. So I direct my tongue this morning directly at myself, to elevate, to educate what I've come to know and understand for surety that God loves us all. And He is all of us. We are not separate and individual as we think, as we appear. We make up the one body, manifested in or out of a vessel. We are the mustard seed dwelling in the universe, not just the earth, the universe. We are one spirit, one soul, and one body. Although it appears that we're not, it is in separating us from one another, which is ourselves, is our great demise and divide. Divide and conquer, divide the tongue. I direct the love, the serenity of truth, and intelligence, wisdom, and knowledge from my member. As an instrument in the community of the body of the Spirit of the Most High, the world calls God, our mother and our father, and our sister and our brother. We are one. And the universe awaits our awakening, for they know that the war and the victory is definitely at hand and shall not waver. We must stop this nonsense of black and white. For we are the sun and the light of our mother and our father. We are the chosen seed in the earth plane to bring about the attributable makeup of the Most High God, of the universal structure and order of all things, known and unknown. And I thank you for this moment to let me express these things. And I look forward to, with all sincerity and truth, an opportunity to come back and discuss among you all the revelations that have been given unto me as well as unto you from our Father, who is our mother and our brother. Peace be unto you all. Thank you for listening. And I'm ending on a song and a note of harmony and unity. La la wai away na. Hi oh. Healer, healer of my soul. I love you so. The stream will stop immediately and you will no longer be live. Not yet in.
Why did you go live in here when you got the light in